Hi, good morning. And with it being Friday, that means messages from Spirit. So, as we've usually done, I am going to be using the Goddess Speaks Oracle cards. And what I'd like you to do is to choose a card. As I choose, we'll be selecting three of these cards. And it's up to you then to choose whether card number one, two, or three appeals to you. So, you're going to be following your own intuition on which card to draw. I will then ask for the message that each card represents. And at the end, don't go away because I take all three cards and put them together for a message for all of us for the upcoming week. So let's just see what cards we get today. I shuffle until I feel stop in my mind, and that's the card I'll draw. So card number one is this one. And no, I'm not going to show you the card first so that you can decide, oh, I think I'd like that message today. You have to wait till the end. This is for card number two. And I will show all the cards once more before I reveal their messages. Card number two. And card number three. Also, a reminder, if you'd like a private reading, just reach out to me. Either go to mindfuljourney.ca/contact and you can book your reading right there, either in person or online. Just make sure you tell me in the message which it's going to be. And if it's online, I send you a Zoom link. And or you can just email me at janicechrysler@mindfuljourney.ca. So again, here's card number one, card number two, and card number three. It's an interesting, the cards that I drew. Now, as you know, the Goddess Speaks, we have the Maiden, we have the Mother, we have the Crone. Today, all three cards are the Crone energy. The Crone represents the understanding that cycles come to a completion so that a new one can begin. And that's the Maiden that starts a new cycle. The Crone carries wisdom because she's been the Maiden, she's been the Mother, she's now the Crone. It can represent an age in our life when we are a senior, like myself, but also someone who is very young can carry with them the wisdom of an old soul. And so they can have that energy around them as well. Today, all three cards are the Crone. So all of you here today looking for a message will be working with Crone energy. So that's going in, seeking your experiences and your wisdom from your past events to help guide you. So, without further ado, let's look at card number one. Card number one is teacher. It's the teacher. So, what that represents, in this case, since it's a Crone card, is that you are expected to lead other people, to help other people, share your wisdom, your knowledge. It can be in the smallest of ways. It can be someone asking you for what's your opinion on XYZ. It can be sharing a recipe with someone that you know how to do. It can be in even a broader sense. I feel that there are some of you that have been putting off the opportunity to speak before a group. You're allowing your fear of what others may think or fear of failure. And we need to dismiss those because you have great knowledge and inner wisdom that you can share with other people. This coming week, opportunities are going to come up for you to do this. So don't put that off. I also am getting that there are some of you that are wanting to write. You can write down this wisdom, down this knowledge, put it together, be the teacher that way. It doesn't always mean actually being in front of a group, but sharing your wisdom through your words. So if you have been trying to or thinking about writing some kind of thesis, writing even a job resume. Don't be afraid in that to share the wisdom that you have, your knowledge that you have about that subject. This is a good week to put pen to paper, so to speak. Number 2 is also the crone, and she's talking here about security. In these uncertain times, it certainly is easy for us to feel as though we're not safe or can have control of our space. And a sense of security is very important for us, and it's very important for you in this upcoming week. Look around you, see things, be grateful for those things that you do have, because you have more of a financial security than what you feel you may have. I feel some of you are doing that, suffering unnecessarily about where things will be financially, and you are more secure than what you feel you are. This next week is going to be a bit of a, I won't say a trial for you. It's a time, though, that you need to review things, to again use that crone energy, that knowledge of experiences from the past. Don't let them stop you from going forward, but actually, what did you learn from them? Maybe there were some mistakes made when you were younger. You're not necessarily going to fall down that same road again if you learn from those experiences. So when it comes to financial security, those are things to look for. But there's also other things. Some of you need to feel that you're secure in more to do with relationships. And that comes down to feeling good about yourself. So this week, really do some self-reflection, not in judgmental way, but rather in a one of gratitude, and to feel that you are in a good place now. I feel as though you are, you just don't necessarily realize it. Card number 3 is also the crone, and it's about transformation. So that can be a big one, because especially with the crone, her one main downside, is that she can get stuck in her old ways of doing things, can be a bit stubborn and not necessarily see the opportunities that are right there or have a willingness to change. And this is a week where there are opportunities for you to make that transformation, to do those changes. There's things that you've been putting off, and maybe you've been thinking, well, I never did that before, so I'm too old to do it now. I never did things that way, and I can't see where that would work. Or just your mindset about life in general. Are there beliefs that you've had and held on to that really aren't serving you anymore, yet you have a fear of letting them go and opening your mind up to other things? It doesn't mean you have to follow someone else. Listen to your heart and your head. Listen to yourself. Connect with your higher self. Do that transformation, that evolution of moving forward. This is the time for that. There are opportunities there for you if you just turn your head and see them rather than closing your eyes to what's around you. All right, so that's the 3 cards. Sounds kind of heavy duty for this week, but it's all good. Let's look again. Card number 1 was teacher. So that's the main thing, the main theme for all of us this week. The 2 cards supporting it were security and transformation, which makes sense. To make any kind of change, any kind of transformation, it certainly helps if we feel secure, if we feel that we're in a good place and confident in who we are and what we're doing. So that's very important for us. The teacher, though, is the main thing. So, like I said, being a teacher can come in so many forms, and often we are without even realizing it. So keep your eyes and ears open. Don't be afraid to change, to have that transformation. Go from being the one who is silent in the back to speaking your opinion, sharing your experiences, your life experiences. There are people that are needing that right now, especially. So don't be afraid to share. When you let go of the fear of what other people think, when you let go of the fear of being wrong, um, all of those, all the fears go, then you're more open. You're willing to come from a place of love and compassion, a place of non judgment. That's what we need right now. And this week, those of you who are listening are going to find yourself in that position where you're able to help someone, and sometimes it's just a kind word. Also, though, like I mentioned before, and it's coming through again, that there are those of you who have been maybe putting off putting pen to paper, or in the modern age, clicking the keyboard to put your stories down. Not only what you have learned from it, but what can others learn from your own experiences. That is the transformation. You're allowing yourself to transform into the crone, accepting the crone, embracing the crone energy. You have a lot to offer. This week is the time for you to show the world what you have. I hope that was helpful to you. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I'd love to hear your comments. Be sure to share it. You never know who might need the message. Also, just a reminder, I put in the comments that if you'd like your own deck of Sally's Closet, the daily affirmation cards that I've been using this week, I do have those for sale as while quantities last. Information is in the comments. Until then, have a beautiful weekend. See you next week.